Alright, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawashi and Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. And shalom to the elect out there pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. My name is Nazar Khad. This is GMS Precepts. And the topic I'm going to touch on today is the topic of protection from the Most High. All right. In regards to his elect, because right now we're in the end time. We're in a time of, or we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble, and there are going to be times when the Lord tests you to put you through a certain tribulation to test you, but that's all a faith booster, okay? And so I'm gonna get into the scriptures on that. Mind you, as far as the Lord or the Most High protecting his elect, giving salvation to his elect, there are thousands of scriptures in here. There are thousands of verses in the Bible that prove that, but I'm just going to touch on a few, okay? Because right now we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, we're in the beginning stages, pursuing to Jeremiah. Matter of fact, I got it right here. Pursuing to Jeremiah 30:7. Pursuing to Jeremiah 30:7, it says, "Alas for that great day." So, alas for that great day. Alas for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right, and that time of Jacob's trouble, consists of that RFID microchip, consists of martial law being enacted in these streets. A whole bunch of death and destruction, famine of the word. So there's going to be multiple situations where Jacob is going to be tried, and a lot of Jacob, meaning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, a lot of you are going to die. A lot of you are going to perish. Okay, but the elect, it said, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. The he is talking about the elect. All right, the ones that are going to be delivered from the said perils, from the atrocities, from the death, destruction, and the sword that's coming by the Most High, Yahawashi and Yahawashi. The elect are going to be the ones that are going to be delivered out of here. 2/3 we already know, pursuant to Zechariah 13th chapter. 2/3 of Israel are not going to make it. That 1/3, the elect, the 144,000, the governing body, and the believers. Okay, those are the ones that are going to be delivered up out of here. All right, and it also says, "Alas for that day is great, so that none is like it," meaning there's going to be a lot of death. Matter of fact, it tells you in Matthew the 24th. Oh, I got it right here. It tells you in Matthew the 24th chapter that there's not going to be a day like the times we're approaching. All right. The amount of death, you can go back through history, through all the kingdoms that fell, through all the wars, through all the violence that you read in the scriptures, that you read in history books. The so-called Native American Indians damn near being wiped out and enslaved. All the wars throughout history, all the death throughout history. All the bad times in history, they're not going to be a more worse time than the times that we're approaching. All right. So this is Matthew's, real quick, Matthew's 24 and 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." So the times that we're approaching are some real serious times. But guess what? The Most High is going to protect and cover and have a hedge around his elect. All right. So the first scripture, as we get this rolling, is in Psalms. And there's also the situation of Job. Through his patience and faith, he was proved by the Most High after he was tempted by Satan. All right. Satan thought that he can overtake Job and have Job curse the Most High, but it didn't happen. Okay. So there's that story. That's not in my list, but that's just another situation. So this is Psalms 91st chapter. I'll start at 1. This is Psalms 91 verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So that secret place of the Most High is what? That secret place of the Most High are these words, man. The secret place of the Most High are the scriptures. That's why it tells in Isaiah 33 and 6. I'm bad at quoting, man. That's not my, it's an easy scripture, but that's not my gift, man. 33 and 6 is, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that times. Satan fucking with my memory banks. Right, stability of that time. So what's going to be able to make you stable in the time of Jacob's trouble is knowing these words and adhering to these words and having them in your remembrance. So when all this chaos happens, guess what? You're going to be stable. Your mind is not going to bug out like everybody else in the world. All right, that didn't adhere or follow the scriptures. Okay. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. That shadow of the Almighty is that protection. All right. The elect, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. The elect are going to be protected when all these atrocities start to happen. All right. When they start enacting the chip, you see, they try to get rid of Obamacare. But guess what's in Obamacare? That RFID chip mandate, man. And ain't no way. That was all a smoke show. That was all a show. All right. There's no way they're going to get rid of that Obamacare. And if they do, guess what? The next bill they come is going to have that chip in there too. That's their main objective. They want to be like the Most High. They want to track everybody. They want to further enslave people. And that's a good way to do it. So there's no way they're going to get rid of. If they do, like I said, get rid of Obamacare, they're going to make sure the next one has that in there. All right. So it says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. And that's what we do, man. We trust in the Most High. Okay. That faith and that trust is going to magnify once he puts us through situations and deliver us out of it. Okay. You might have brothers that might have ailments, you might have brothers that's sick. They might come close to death, but guess what? If it's not your time to go, the Most High is not going to allow that to happen. Okay. And all that is just a faith booster when the individual goes through it, as well as when brothers see that individual go through it and they see him overtake it through the power of Yahawashi. That's a faith booster for everybody, man. So hey, man, this is a faith thing, man. Nate, a few years ago, he called us faith-based Israelites. That's right. That's a compliment. We are faith-based Israelites. Okay. Because the faith is believing in something that you have not seen. And, we believe that, we have hope and prayer, and we believe in Yahawashi is going to deliver us out of here. And we believe that the men of the Lord are the apostles and elders of GMS. Okay. And we believe in what they teach. Okay. Meaning the RFID chip is the RFID chip, according to scriptures, is the mark of the beast that the scriptures speak of, and various other topics, man. All right. So I'm gonna jump down. I mean, all this is good. I'm gonna just jump down because I wanted to get this point. It's verse 11. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. But that verse 11, that's what I really wanted. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So you got angels surrounding and protecting his chosen men. So really, in essence, what do you have to fear? If you have faith that the Most High is protecting you, there's really nothing to fear, man. That's why that's what pushes you to go out on the highways and byways and teach in boldness. Why? Because if you believe and have faith, pursuing Psalms 34 and 7, that the angels encampeth around the men that fear him, what do you have to fear, man? There's nothing to fear. Okay? That all that does is boost your faith, all right, and boost your trust in the Most High. All right, so the second scripture I'm gonna get is in Peter's. Let me get Peter's. You know what? Since I'm here in Acts right now, I think I had Acts in here. Let me get Acts 5. This is Acts 5 and 3. I'm sorry, not Acts. I'm sorry, Romans. I wanted Romans. This is Romans 5 and 3. It says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation also. Let me start at 2. By whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. So all that faith is a gift from the Most High, man. All right, the Most High has to instill faith in you. You can't just go to a store and buy faith, man. You can't. It's not tangible with money. You can't go in the store. You can't go on Amazon.com and order up some faith, man. That faith has to be instilled in you. It has to be given to you by the Most High, and He will give it. He will give it to His. He will give it to the men that He chooses, man. All right. He will give it to the elect, man. The elect are gonna have faith onto death. Okay. All right. And if you are lacking in faith, all you have to do is pray to the Most High and do so. And He'll give it to you liberally, as the scriptures say. You know, you got to pray, you got to fast, and the Most High is going to bless you, man. Okay. It says, verse 3, and not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. So the tribulation that we go through, really, if you're going through certain things that are obviously of Satan, man. One time I had a few years ago, I had 4 flat tires in 1 week. That shit is unheard of, man. You know. But after a while, a matter of fact, I was talking to my brother. He was like, "Damn, that's the Lord, man. That's Satan. That's nothing but Satan. 4 flat tires in a week, man. Yo, that's just Satan, man, doing his job, man." Because look, if anything, if you don't go through anything, if life in the truth for you is a smooth sail, you got something to worry about. You know, you got something to worry about. Because coming into this, it tells you in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Okay? Because this thing of ours is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing. That's why the Lord said, bear your cross. Okay? So that was that. Let me jump now. Now let me get Peter's. Okay? Now I'm gonna go to Peter's. First Peter's 4 and 12. It says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." Right? It says, but rejoice, in as much as ye are partakers of Yahawashi's sufferings. Right? Because what did the Lord say? He said, the things that I go through, you're gonna go through. Okay, so if you go through certain tribulations, if Satan is trying to fuck with you, or Satan is trying to tempt you, really, that means you're on the right path. Because it also says, let me get it, in Matthew, the 7th chapter. Let me get that real quick. Let me see if I can find it. 7 in, right, that straight gate. It says, Matthew 7 and 13, it says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth into destruction, and many there be go thereat." Verse 14, "But straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." So that's part of that straight gate, man. That straight gate meaning a position of difficulty. So this thing to be delivered up out of here is not going to be an easy or light thing. Okay. So when we go through the certain tribulations, we should really rejoice. we should really rejoice to Yahawashi, because those are the things that he said, the Lord said, are going to happen to the ones that follow him. If you follow me, you're going to go through this. You're going to go through certain tribulations. Okay. And then it says, thinking not strange, just like I quoted in the Apocrypha, Sirach, the 2nd chapter. If you come into this, you got to prepare your soul. You got to prepare to go through a lot of bullshit. You got to prepare for Satan to fuck with you. But just have that faith that, you know what, that at the end of it, the Lord is going to deliver me from it. Okay. And I think, matter of fact, I have one more. This is Sirach 34. This is just Sirach 34, and I'll start at 14. This is it says, "Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope." And who is his hope? The he is talking about the Lord. Yahawashi is the hope of the men that fear the Lord. What does it mean to fear the Lord? You gotta follow the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. All right, and to fear the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Knowledge is pertaining into these scriptures. Okay. All right. So it says, "Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord. To whom doth he look, and who is his strength?" That's a rhetorical question. Our strength and the one we look for is Yahawashi. That's our strength. That's our salvation. That's our refuge. That's our rock. That's our fortress, as the scriptures speak of, or refer to it as, or refer to the Most High as. Okay, it says, "For the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat and a cover from the sun at noon, a preservation from stumbling, and then help from falling." Right? So whenever we go into any tribulation, what do we have to do? We have to call on the name of Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahawashi. Okay? And he will deliver you. And he will deliver you. All right? That's why that name is important. Despite what them other niggas, them buffoons say in purple. Right? It says, verse 18, it says, "He that sacrificeth a thing wrongfully gotten." I'm sorry, verse 17. "He raiseth up the soul, enlighteneth the eyes. He giveth health, life, and blessing." All right. So health, life, and blessing are really going to play a factor in the last days. Okay. In the time of Jacob's trouble, when you want to get delivered up out of here, that faith is really going to play a factor. Okay, that hope, that trust in Yahawashi is really going to take a factor. But to the elect, they're going to be delivered up out of here. The 2/3, if you so-called niggas that seems the natives, you're going to die in its destruction. Okay, so that's that. That's my precepts. Until the next show, shalawam.